Hello, my friends, and welcome to writing, and welcome back from the winter break. So we are back in school, ready to work, and this is your first writing since we've returned. So hopefully you listened to Miss Percy's awesome book, The Mitten. Trying to get it so you guys can see it. So we're going to be writing a little bit about the mitten today. We're going to use our imagination and pretend we are part of that story. So in the story, The Mitten, this little boy received a beautiful white mitten that his grandmother told him, do not lose in the snow. If you drop it, it would blend in with the snow and you may lose it. But when he dropped it, not only did he lose it for a while, but lots of animals went inside his mitten to get themselves warm. So we're going to pretend that we were one of the characters in that story, and we dropped our mitten in the snow. What animal do you think would crawl into your mitten and why? So that's what we're writing about. So let's see. What animal do I want to write about? How about a bird? So I'm going to write about a bird. So a bird crawled into my mitten because it forgot to migrate south. Was that 13 words? Oh my goodness, a lot of words in my sentence. A bird crawled into my mitten because it forgot to migrate south. Miscounted, actually 12 words. All right, so that's what I'm writing in my sentence. So I'm going to start with an uppercase letter and all the way to the left. I'm also going to pay attention to my lines. My lines are my guide to help me write neatly. I want to make sure I'm starting and stopping my letters correctly on the lines. So A, uppercase letter, and it's a word, A. Easy peasy, A. And then I'm going to space fingers, bird. I want to write the word bird. What do you hear at the beginning of bird? Ooh, I hear a b sound. B. So I really only hear that. But I know there's an I in it. I'm going to put the I in there for us. Bird. Pay attention to how I'm using my lines. A bird, I went back and read it. Make sure I'm not leaving out words. A bird crawled. Aw, which is a weird sound we may not know. Remember, you can utilize that magic line if you're not sure what the sound is, but I wrote it for you. D. Again, I only hear the D, but I know it's an ED, so I'm going to write it. So again, if you're not sure, you write the sound you hear. If you're not sure what that sound is, you can utilize that magic line as like a holding mark for those sounds you're not sure about. A bird crawled into. Into is an easy word because it's what we call a compound word. So it's two words that make one word. And both parts of that word are power words. So we know the word in. Yell it out. I. N. And we know the word two. T. O. Into. Look at that power word. Into. My. Another power word. Scream it out. M. Y. All right, let's see what words next. I'm going to go back and read what I have so far. A bird crawled into my mitten. 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 Why am I clapping? I'm clapping the syllables. Mitten. When I clap syllables, I'm breaking my words apart to make it easier to sound out. So I'm going to sound out the first syllable. Mit. It. Mit. Ten. Look at that. I got all my sounds in there. A bird crawled into my mitten because, which is a long word, B, E, C, A, U, S, E. Look at that big word. A bird crawled into my mitten because it's another power word. Scream it out. I, T, it forgot. Again, I could break that into two parts. Forgot. So for is a power word. F, O, R, got. G, ought. Forgot to what? Who remembers? Forgot to, another power word, to, T-O. So again, this is a good time for me to check to make sure I didn't leave any words out. A bird crawled into my mitten because it forgot to migrate. Can you say the word migrate? Migrate. Migrate. So you could write it the way it sounds. So I'm going to do both ways. So if I was 5 and I heard my great, I would probably write my and then sound out great. G-R-A-T. And if that's the way you spelled it, that's fine because those are the sounds you heard. That's what you know. But I'm a little older, so I'm going to write it the correct way and say it, sound it out again. I gr. 8. There we go. Migrate. I gr. 8. So there were 8s in there. Migrate. South. Ow. O-U makes that ow sound. South. There goes that T-H. All right, let's read it. A bird crawled into my mitten because it forgot to migrate south. Remember, most birds or lots of birds fly south where it's warm in the wintertime. Now, I said I was going to have 12 words in my sentence. Let's see if I have 12 words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 words in my sentence. All right, time to draw. So I'm wearing mittens, it's going to be cold outside. So here are my snowflakes. Snowflakes falling down everywhere are my snowflakes. And as I'm drawing, I'm talking to myself. And I dropped my mitten. The thumb part. Here's my mitten. I dropped my mitten on the snow. Here's snow. And I said a bird was going to crawl into it. So I'm going to draw a bird. It's like flying. It's the wings of the bird flying into my mitten because it is cold outside. All right, so there's my winter picture of my mitten on the ground because I dropped it in a bird. I'll put some feet so it looks like it's walking. And here's the head. There you go. It's a little better. Steven's working on her artistic ability. Ignore that. Okay, so I'm going to erase the parts I don't want you to copy because that was for me. A blank. So you're going to fill it in with an animal. What animal do you think is going to crawl into your mitten? It crawled into my mitten because I need to erase all this too. And you're going to give me a reason. Why do you think that animal crawled into your mitten? And guess what? You can use your imagination. So it could be silly or it could be real. I guess none of it would be real because why would animals be crawling into our mitten? So think of some ideas. Why do you think? Maybe it was hiding from a predator. Or maybe it was tired, so it went in there to take a nap. All right, so think of an animal that you would like to crawl into your mitten. And why do you think that animal went in your mitten? All right, have fun writing.